The fate of the air traffic control tower at Windsor International Airport is still up in the air. It's continuing to be reviewed by its operator for its long-term viability amid COVID-19. Tonight, we're taking a closer look at what it would mean if Nav Canada were to move ahead with shutting down the tower. The CBC's Sanjay Maru has more.
A fixture of Windsor International Airport for more than 70 years, this is the air traffic control tower, at risk of being converted by its operator into a flight services station. Officials say doing so would have major ramifications on the airport's revenue and flight safety. So what is an air traffic control tower, and how does that differ from a flight services station?
A control tower, you have flight controllers who basically provide direction to pilots about altitude, speed, how to do it, when to do it, and what speed to do it. So compare that to a flight services station. It gives you information about the weather, it gives you information about the runway conditions. It does not provide any instructions to the pilot in terms of how he or she should be operating the aircraft in terms of approach or landing at the airport.
If Windsor becomes a flight services station, how do pilots ensure the safety of their crafts?
They have to advise air traffic control, and air traffic control would then basically provide them with a vector in terms of what direction should be going into, what runways you're going to be landing on.
Where is that air traffic control based if Windsor doesn't have its dedicated air traffic control tower?
It's probably Toronto, the Ontario, FIR areas, so the flight information area that's managed by Toronto Central.
How is landing and takeoff coordinated in the absence of a control tower?
It's the plan saying that at this hour, at this minute, I'm going to fly. So that path is defined.
What would be the biggest challenge for pilots in Windsor if the city was to lose its control tower?
Someone does not show at the ground to communicate with the pilot, or immediate tornado, or an animal just crosses the runway, which within a few seconds, nobody can do anything. So in those situations, yes, there is some risk involved.
Would Windsor International Airport take a financial hit from losing its control tower?
Many planes, especially when it comes to private airplanes, they would not risk going into an airport that there is no control. So yes, there will be reduction in their income, yes.
And despite issuing layoff notices to workers in the Windsor Control Tower, Nav Canada says it has yet to make a decision on if the tower will be shut down. Meanwhile, local politicians are continuing to appeal to higher levels of government to step in before Nav Canada forces the tower's operations to stay grounded. Sanjay Maru, CBC News, Windsor.